Come on! No, we can do much better, friend. Would you like to see? There! We know it's ours. We don't need you to tell us that. She be gaming. It's me, I'm back. Welcome back to another Skyrim Sunday, friend. And we're starting a new adventure today. Let me introduce you to Teuta. Teuta is a very young Redguard, and who is a current member of the Thieves Guild. Teuta has a little bit of a tragic background. Her father was a very well-respected ship captain, actually, and she remembers having a very happy childhood, from what she can remember of it, because Teuta was actually very, very young. She was about 6 years old when her parents were brutally assassinated and murdered. Teuta remembers a lot of laughter in her family, and she remembers her father being a kind soul and someone who liked to joke around quite a bit. She also remembers him being very well respected by his shipmates and his crew. He held a strength about him, demanded respect, while being gentle and caring at the same time, which she always found interesting because it's really not an easy thing to do or to balance. Her father was very successful as a ship captain and was involved in quite a bit of trade all throughout Skyrim. She remembers him being gone for weeks, sometimes even months, just traveling and trading. And her mom stayed at home with her while her father really ran the family business. Everything seemed so perfect and was going so well. Until one day, while the family was home having dinner, an intruder came into their home and assassinated both her mother and father, leaving Teuta orphaned. Just all in the blink of an eye. Just like that. Witnessing the horrific murder of her parents left Teuta traumatized, of course. And unfortunately, that remains the last image, the last picture she has of her parents in her mind, laying there, brutally murdered, throats slashed, and she being left there in that home for days, not knowing what to do, and starving, not knowing where to go or who to ask for help.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
She was eventually found because after her father didn't show up for work for a few days and nobody heard from her mother, they came knocking and they came looking for her parents at the home, and that's when they found the brutal scene and Teuta left on her own. From that point on, her memory is very foggy. She remembers bits and pieces of her childhood, but her memory really doesn't pick up again until she turned 16 years old and ended up getting recruited into the Thieves Guild.
Buy some armor.
And this pretty much became her salvation because she went from living in a horrible orphanage, which she ran away from and ended up living on the streets for quite some time. And it's while she was on the street that she got picked up by the Thieves Guild and offered the chance to start anew. Change her life, really. And that's how she's ended up in Riften, and that's where she's been since the age of 16. It wasn't until years later that Teuta found out the truth behind why her parents were brutally murdered, and it's because her father foolishly started smuggling Black Briar mead to make a profit of his own. And Maven-Black Briar found out about what he was doing. Once she found out what Teuta's father was doing, it made her furious. And she ended up performing the Black Sacrament, hiring the Dark Brotherhood to assassinate her family. What she wasn't aware of is that her father had Teuta, had a little girl. The only reason why she was left alive and unharmed is because the assassin didn't have Teuta identified as a mark. And that's the only reason why she wasn't murdered that very same day with her parents. And she knows it was Maven that hired the Dark Brotherhood because the assassin left the note on the floor in her home. And it was only years later that one of her father's shipmates heard of word that Teuta was in Riften working with the Thieves Guild, came to see her, asking around in Riften if anybody knew who she was, and gave her the letter that he had kept and held on for years, knowing that he would give it to her one day so that she could find out the truth about what really happened to her parents. So,
Not for me.
Teuta's been in Riften, working with the Thieves Guild.
Looking to stay
She's
alive?
built up quite a
Why take a
reputation with them,
chance?
actually. And she's been taking the time, years, to study Maven-Black Briar, her family, and her business, and has made it her personal vendetta to do everything she can to destroy Maven and her business to the best of her ability. And that starts today. The reason why she's
Looking to stay
walking
alive?
around
Why
Riften
take
right
a
now,
chance?
the market, is because she needs to find some fire arrows.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
This woman's always been a nasty person, but it doesn't bother Teuta much. Teuta's not known to be the nicest person either, to be honest. Do you have any fire arrows? That's why we're here. We're not here to waste your time. Let's see. She might not. She might have to go and see the blacksmith and see if he has any. She's looking for fire arrows for a very specific reason, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. She will buy these lockpicks, though. She does have quite a bit of coin that she's been able to kind of save and build up over the years, and that's from all the odd jobs she's taken from the Thieves Guild over the years. Yeah, she is a pretty nasty person, which is why Teuta has stolen from her booth a few times over the
Looking
years.
to stay alive? Why take a chance?
And she has no regrets about it either.
With legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
All right, she's just going to go talk to the blacksmith quickly, see if perhaps he has a few fire arrows. She doesn't need many, maybe just about 4 or 5.
Protect yourself right.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
There's always been something about Balaman that Teuta has enjoyed. He's just an honest worker, an honest person, and she can respect that.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
All right, let's see. Fire arrows are sometimes hard to come by, that's for sure. But Balaman does use fire salts quite a bit, so she's hoping that maybe he has some. He uses fire salts to basically keep his forge going. Let's see. Doesn't look like he has any either, does he? Oh man. She might have to make a few herself. Okay.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again.
She was really hoping he'd have a few on him, just to save her the trouble of having to make some herself, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Okay, so what she's going to have to do, she's going to need some firewood for this. So she's going to chop some firewood. It's definitely a challenge living in Riften because she sees Maven-Black Briar every single day. And Teuta just wants to slit her throat every time she sees her. But she has to play it smart. She has to buy her time and wait until the time is right. She's also no fool. She understands the power that Maven holds all over Skyrim. And so she's not trying to risk her own life. She knows whatever she does to Maven, however she chooses to attack, needs to be done in the shadows. Maven can never find out that it's Teuta. Never. Because the moment she does, that's it. Her life is over. She's just going to go down to the alchemy shop that's down here to see if they have any fire salts she can buy. Because she thinks she can create her own fire arrows by using wood and fire salts.
Kind of busy.
But if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know.
That's Maven's daughter. Look how easy it would be just for Teuta to just sneak up on her right now and just slit her throat. It'd be done. It'd be so quick and easy. But she
I've
can't.
advanced well past that point.
Until you can do those
She has to play it
formulas
smart.
with your eyes shut, you'll never be ready to master the more difficult ones.
This is an utter waste of time.
Ingen, if you want to remain in my shop as an apprentice, I expect you to act like one, no exceptions.
Yeah,
Very
Ingen's
well,
pretty
I'll keep
arrogant,
practicing.
just
Here
like
for
her
lessons
mother.
like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
We're just here to buy, old man. Do you have any fire salts?
Take a look.
Let's see what he's got. Now, Teuta is not an alchemist by any means, and so she rarely comes into this shop. Only if absolutely required. He has one fire salt. That's it?
Yes,
She's not
goodbye.
impressed with that at all. What kind of
Half
alchemy
job.
shop only has
Where
one
did you
fire
put
salt?
it, woman?
What is it?
Well, she assumes it's better than nothing. It's a start. Maybe she can find a few more fire salts in lying around in someone's home, perhaps? She's just gonna go take a peek. There's a barrel over here that's for the Thieves Guild. It's a barrel that's used to basically trade. When members of the Thieves Guild bring items that they want to trade with other members to use, this is the barrel that they hide it in. You can see the marking right there. She's just going to take a look to see if anyone's left anything new recently. What do we got? We got iron arrows. Who the hell put that in there? Amethyst, garnet, and lockpicks. Oh, she can use lockpicks. And the rule is if you take, you have to leave something as well. So let's see what she has on her that she can leave. She has an assassin armor, which is basically pitch black and has these muffled boots for her to move silently. And these come in handy for some of the jobs she has to do, some of those infiltration jobs especially. And then she also has a Redguard outfit, and that's basically for her to be able to enter towns in disguise and not raise suspicion. She was successful in pickpocketing, so she has the Black Briar Manor key, which she has big plans for. Big plans for. Her two main weapons right now are these two iron schmitters. And so those are her go-to one-handed weapons that she likes to use the most. And she has a few other keys on her as well. I mean, her jobs have taken her all over Skyrim. And one of the things she loves to do is try to pickpocket the key to people's homes. So that whenever she's in town, if she decides to just take a little peek inside their home to see what new stock they may have, it's easy access. Okay, you know what? She'll leave these steel bolts. She doesn't really use them anyways, so she'll just leave them there. I think she stole them from someone's home, actually. Alright, she's gonna head back into the Thieves Guild because she has a task she needs to get started on. Teuta's older now, and she's been working with the Thieves Guild for quite some time. And she's recently made the decision that this is not where she's meant to be for the rest of her life. She's so grateful to the Thieves Guild because they gave her shelter when she had none, they fed her when she was starving, and they protected her when she was vulnerable. Oh, the Khajiit caravan's here. Oh, that's good trading.
And can escape at a moment's notice. We have no home that a dragon
She's definitely
can
going to talk
burn
to them
the
before she
ground.
heads back to the guild.
I feel
But
pity
Teuta
for
will
these
always be
When the
grateful
dragons
for
attack cities and
everything
towns,
they gave
they
her.
will lose everything.
And they trained her. They trained
Then we
her
will lose.
on
There
everything
are
that she
only a few,
knows.
and they
Every
are
skill
not
she
too
has,
power
all her
tempered.
abilities came from the time she spent with the Thieves Guild. And she knows that. But She's always had a dream of her own, which is to become her own ship captain one day. She also feels like it's something she's meant to do to honor her father and follow within his footsteps.
They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
We're a fellow thief and smuggler ourselves, Khajiit. We have a lot in common, it seems. What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
Okay, what does she have? Anything that would be useful to Teuta. Let's see. Daedra silk. How interesting. A dwarven bow of scorching. It's quite pricey, isn't it? Teuta's had some practice with the bow and arrow, so she's not bad. And she does love shiny things. What in the heck is this? Goblin totem staff? This thing is absolutely dreadful. Lightning bolt that does 40 points of shock damage to health and half to magicka, then leaps to a new target. My word! Teuta's never seen a staff like this before. She'll take her potion of healing. That might come in handy. She does have a few on her already, but you can never have too many of these. That'll be it for today.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
She's always had a level of respect for Khajiit in Skyrim. They're treated so poorly and harshly, and yet they're so skilled in so many of the areas that Teuta respects. Khajiit make for some of the best thieves and assassins. She can also relate to how they're treated in Skyrim. Teuta being a Redguard herself, when she's dressed in her Redguard disguise, she often does not get the best welcome when she goes into towns. And so, she knows what that feels like. Oh, somebody made some more poisons. She took a few the last time they were made, so she'll leave these ones for the next person, whoever's in need. There's a little enchanting station in here, and in terms of magic, that's the only thing Teuta will dab in from time to time. She does enjoy enchanting a weapon here and there. She's not the best at it, but she's learning, basically through teaching herself. And she's getting there. She's getting a bit better. Somebody practicing with fire arrows. Where did he get those from? He has a whole case of them. He must have made them himself.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Maybe later. Can you tell us where you got your fire arrows from?
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included. Just wanted to let you know.
Coming from Neruin, she'll definitely take that as a compliment. He's not one to dish them out very often or easily. Neruin's one that tends to keep to himself quite a bit. His skill is unmatched with a bow and arrow, though. She won't even try to deny that. He's taught her a thing or two over the years. So Teuta has recently been given what has become her most important task so far. She's been told that this task that she's been asked to do is part of her, I guess you could say, final initiation into the Thieves Guild as an adult. Teuta's now 18 years old, and they feel she's ready to take on a larger role within the Thieves Guild, but they just don't know that those aren't her plans. She doesn't plan on becoming a senior member of the Thieves Guild at all. So here's the task that's been given to Teuta, and how ironic, because it really couldn't be a more perfect task for her, honestly. Loud and clear. My first task as a member of the Thieves Guild, well, really as a senior member of the Thieves Guild, involves a honey operation located just outside of Riften called Golden Glow Estate. My actions there are in direct response to the owner's sudden silence and lack of cooperation with the Thieves Guild, and Maven-Black Briar, one of the guild's most important clients. So Teuta's been asked to go to the Golden Glow Estate and burn 3 of the beehives that are there and clear out Erringolf's safe. Now, she's been specifically told that there are more than 3 beehives, and she's only to burn 3 because the beehives are apparently essential for Maven-Black Briar's business. And if she were to burn all of them, that would seriously hinder Maven-Black Briar's ability to create her mead. So what do you think Teuta's going to do, friend?
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me?
Mercer Frey has never liked Teuta, never been impressed with Teuta, and almost didn't allow her to join the Thieves Guild when she was first presented to him because he thought she was too young. But she proved to him right away that she was worth keeping.
I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. I'm watching you.
She knows. You've been watching her very closely for the past 2 years. Okay, she's gonna see if maybe she can talk to somebody else. Ideally, she'd like to talk to some of her members and see if anybody else has any more information they can give her about about the estate.
You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know. Hey, how's it going? Need pickpocket training?
No, but we are curious. Do you know anything about the Golden Glow Estate?
I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling.
Oh, we know.
Need any more pickpocket training? You just let me know.
That is definitely the plan. Not only is it the plan, but Teuta intends to burn every single one of those beehives.
Hey, good to see you.
Okay, she's just gonna go say hello to Sapphire here. Sapphire and Teuta's relationship started rocky, but she's slowly been able to chip away at Sapphire's hard shell and gotten her to open up a little bit over the years.
Want to talk? Go ahead.
Oh, I guess she's in a good mood. She's willing to talk to Teuta a little bit. I wonder if she'll finally tell her real name.
Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business.
This is the only family we've known.
Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Maybe. We'll see. No one else here really considers the Thieves Guild to be a family. At least, that's what they say. But for Teuta, it's different. She has considered the Thieves Guild to be somewhat of a family over the years. She's kind of had no choice. It's what's provided her with some stability. Brynjolf has always treated Teuta well. Always been kind to her.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us.
We need more information. What can you tell us?
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Vex? Vex might be able to tell us more then. Hired mercenaries, not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
If Vex nearly made it out alive, this is a very dangerous quest. Vex is known to be the best infiltrator the Thieves Guild has, and she almost got killed? So Maven, huh? She's the influential client?
We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout.
Teuta has absolutely hated basically working as Maven's thugs. So many of these contracts that come in are because Maven needs this, Maven needs that. She's hated it.
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from
we
her,
know.
and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
Or dead. And we know that for a fact. First-hand experience. Tell us about the beehives. How do we destroy them?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Black Briar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
Would it?
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
We don't plan on becoming one. We wouldn't want to ruin anything for Maven now, would we? Okay, let's talk to Vex. Out of everyone at the Thieves Guild, if Teuta had to say she had a friend here, it would be Vex. They have some pretty healthy competition because Teuta is second to Vex as the Thieves Guild's best infiltrator, and Vex knows it. So they definitely keep each other challenged and keep each other on their toes. But there's something about Vex that she admires. If she takes a job, it's usually Vex's jobs. She enjoys them the most, and she likes helping Vex look good.
Ready for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day?
Yeah. We may come back for some more work shortly, but for now, we heard you ran into some trouble at Golden Glow. Barely made it out alive, apparently.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected.
What elf?
Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there.
Tripled?
It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Okay, do you have any tips for us, friend?
Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island.
Oh, really?
That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Oh, there's a backdoor entrance. That's perfect.
Hey, I still have plenty of work to do here.
We'll be back. We'll be back another time. She'll do jobs for Delvin once in a while, too. They're pretty simple, pretty easy. She just wants to see if he has any information about the estate as well. Let's see. I mean, Vex and Delvin are always in the know.
Got lots of jobs available.
Oh yeah, we can ask him. We can ask him. Know anything about Golden Glow?
Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries Arengoth hired are trained killers. Just ask our poor little Vex.
Sounds like Vex really had a tough time there. Sounds like she barely escaped with her life. Well, there's really no time like the present. And Teuta's itching to get things underway with this task. Part of her feels sorry for what she's about to do because she knows that if she goes in there and burns every single one of those beehives, it's going to reflect so poorly on the Thieves Guild. She knows that Brynjolf is going to be so pissed, but she really doesn't care. She's been buying time and waiting for this opportunity for years, and it's finally been given to her. It's fallen in her lap. She cannot pass this up. She needs to strike, she needs to make her move, and it's now or never. And she wants to attack at night because she thinks going at night will offer her a little bit more of an advantage. Before she heads out, she's got to change her outfit. She'll be going in with her assassin gear, full assassin gear. She's going to put her hood on. And she's putting on her lucky charm, the Grabber's Charm. This charm was around her father's neck when he died. When his shipmate came to Riften to provide the letter to Teuta that was signed by Maven-Black Briar, he brought this for her as well. He wanted her to have it. And he told her that not only is this to act as a momentum for her, but apparently this charm has some magical abilities, which was part of the secret of her father's wealth. One thing her father was always capable of doing was finding rare treasure. And apparently this necklace would guide him to some of these more rare treasures as part of its magical ability. This thief has been lying here for days. Is anyone going to clean up the body? Eventually? So yeah, her father's charm apparently has some magical ability where it can direct the wearer to treasure. Anytime she goes on a task, anytime she goes on a dangerous mission, she puts her father's charm on because it makes her feel like she's with him and she's protected. All right, let's go. She also forgot that she already has some fire arrows on her. She completely forgot. So she's good to go. She has 18 fire arrows. She can always make more when she uses those up. This pier is one of her favorite places to just come and just look out into the water and dream. Dream of one day being her own ship captain and leaving this place. It's one of the only places in Riften that provides her with tranquility when she needs it. So she spends quite a lot of time at the pier, to be honest. Whenever she's not out doing a task for the Thieves Guild, you can often find her there. It looks like there's no other way across but to swim. Definitely not ideal, but that's the only option she has, and she guesses that's the only option she has. She's gonna have to be very, very careful and do her best to stay completely out of sight, or else this can get very messy. She wants to see if she can get an idea of how many mercenaries are patrolling. So strange. She sees no one. Okay, she has to try to find this secret entrance that Vex was talking about. So she has to stay out of sight. Okay, she's gonna swim underwater for a little while and then pop up when she needs some air. Looks like one of her targets are over here. Could this be the secret entrance? Yes, she thinks so. This must be it. This has got to be it. She found it. The entrance Vex was talking about. All right, let's go. All right, she's got to be careful. What do we got there? A skeever. She's gonna try to do this nice and easy. Another skeever. Sweet. She's not sure where she's supposed to go. All she was told is that this is a secret entrance. She's gonna get her arrow back for sure. Does she see anybody? She doesn't see anybody. So she's not quite sure where this leads. Where it takes her in the estate. What is this? Is this oil? There's a trap. There's a booby trap. Is that another skeever? There's a few of them. Oh, shit! She activated the trap. Damn it. That might get some attention. Unwanted attention. Alright, Teuta. Keep it cool. Keep your head on you. Oh, what's that? Alright, just gonna go check this out quickly. What's this? There's a chest in there. Some poor soul died in here. Guide to better thieving. She'll take that. Some of her comrades at the Thieves Guild might enjoy reading that. What do we got in here? Anything good? 71 gold? Alright, it's better than nothing. She's hoping that this mission will also prove to be a bit profitable. She'd like to be able to take some things with her as well. As, you know, a bit of a payment. Because the Thieves Guild, I mean, they do pay you for your efforts. But not enough. At least Teuta thinks they can do a bit better. They're a bit stingy. Okay, she still doesn't see anybody. Jesus. There's a trap right here. They really do have this place under some tight security and surveillance, don't they? How did Vex even discover this entrance? She's curious. When she gets back, hopefully she gets back, she's gonna have to ask Vex a few more questions about this. Alright. Ladder? What's over here? Oh, what is this? Huh. Alright, it looks like this might actually take her into the state. Shit. She's exposed. Okay, she's just gonna hide in this bush just for a second, just to catch her bearings. Okay, what does she see? The entrance is there. She doesn't see anyone in sight. Alright, she's gonna make her way to the door. Quickly and quietly. Damn it, it's locked. Come on, come on. Where's the sweet spot? There we go, got it. Shit, she's in. This place is huge. She doesn't know where anybody is. This is gonna be tricky, isn't it? Looks like there might be some good pickings here, though. If she can play this right. Nobody there? Okay. Let's check around this corner real quick. Okay. Somebody could literally pop out of any corner at any second. Does she see anybody down the hall? Where is everybody? This place is so quiet. She doesn't like it. It's a little too quiet. An apprentice lock. What is this? Is this just storage? Looks like it. She's not focusing on stealing right now. She just wants to clear the area, and then she'll come back later. That goes back to outside? Okay. Alright, she's already checked down that way. So she's gonna make her way this way. That's the door she came in. Oh! Shit. Who does she hear? Right there. Is there anybody else in the room with him? Looks like... Sounds like there might be somebody in here too. Is there? No? Someone's walking. Where the hell are they coming from? What the hell is that? Ah, there he is. She has to go up there, doesn't she? I think he's doing a patrol. Where's he heading to now? Shit, there's two people there. She might not be able to take everybody out like she originally planned. Where's this guy who's walking around? Okay, looks like the coast is clear. Let's go. In that case, she's going to take what she can as she walks through. Just in case she doesn't get the opportunity to do it again later. Alright, where do we got? Anybody up here? This looks like it's storage. Yes. Somebody right there. Let's see how close she can get. I wonder if she can take him out.
Son of... What was that?
Damn it! Oh, come on! Can she get him? Can she get him? She might be able to. Yes!
Show me what you've got.
Damn it. Others know she's here now too. Let's see. Can she hide for a little while?
My money's on the thing. Where are you?
She's behind the door. He doesn't see her. He doesn't see her. Oh my gosh. Shit. He might see her. He might see her. Oh
You can't
my.
hide from me forever. Oh well. Must have run off.
He didn't see her behind the door. Surprised he didn't call the other mercenaries, though. He's around this corner, right? Where is he? Where are you, big fella?
Is someone there?
Let's see, can we get this guy too? I think we can! I think we can!
You're a dead woman!
Are we? Are we?
Those fools are
Someone's coming.
fighting.
Someone else is coming! She may need to take a potion of health. Oh! These mercenaries are tough. Okay, let's get her a potion. Let's take some plentiful healing, because she needs it! This isn't Teuta's first rodeo! Come on! You're finished! I think she's in the clear up here. She's taking their weapons. See if she can sell those later. Alright, she doesn't have much time. She needs to do a quick look around. See if there's anything of value, because she doesn't think she's going to have the opportunity to come back and search later. What's in here? Oh! This is where she needs to be, isn't it? He's in here? He is.
Worthless mercenaries. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice.
I just want the key. Where is it?
I can't. If I do, I may as well cut my own throat.
What makes you think I won't cut your throat for you?
I don't believe you. That's not your way.
It's not our way. Because we're the Thieves Guild, and not the Dark Brotherhood? I mean, he has a point there. She doesn't want to have to kill unless she absolutely has to. Forget it. We'll do it ourselves.
No! I'm not about
What?
to let you ruin everything I've worked so hard for.
What do you mean by that? We're fighting then. It didn't have to be this way. Just give us the key, and you can keep your life.
Miserable life.
Fine. Meet your demise then. She needs to hurry. They may have heard his calls and they might come. Wow, he has a lot. Look at all the stuff on him. Crazy. She really didn't want to have to kill him if she didn't need to, but he left her no choice. What do we got in here? Gold? Okay. She might as well take all the gold she can. Plus, she's gonna need it. What's this? Queen Bee statue? Return the Queen Bee statue to Delvin? Oh, that's right. Delvin collects little artifacts like that. He'll be happy to see that. Got a potion. She can use that. Ooh, a nice sapphire circlet. Very good find. Okay. What's next? She's got to clear out his safe and burn the beehives. All right, let's go. She has no time to lose. So far, so good. Shit. She's got to wait till he walks the other way. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Anybody down here? She's good? Yep. Looks like she's good. Shit, there's somebody right over there. Looks like she needs to go straight through that door. There are a couple people in here. Can she get by without being noticed? Yes! They weren't joking when they said they upped their mercenary patrol. This is insane. Nobody in here? Nobody in here, but there's gold. She's gonna take that. We got hides. They're kind of heavy. She doesn't want to carry all that right now. What do we got down here? Oh. There's some oil. She could set that afire. Let's just go see what's around the corner first. Because if she doesn't need to make a huge commotion, she won't. Okay, we got one guy. Is it just one? Looks like it's just the one guy. She might be able to take him.
Now
she can take him. She took the others. She can get him too. Come on! No, we can do much better, friend. Would you like to see? There! We know it's ours. We don't need you to tell us that. She just needs to see what's around this corner quickly. There it is. Exactly what she's looking for. Oh, golden glow cellar key? Thank you. There's somebody here. She can hear them coughing. All right. Let's get what we need. Bill of sale. She's taking that gold too. They must be noticing the trail of dead bodies by now. So she's got to get a move on. She's got some beehives to burn. Oh, she's back underground? That means she's made it out of the estate alive. Oh, this is what she saw. The drop down, isn't it? Yep. That's exactly what she saw. Alright, she's gonna go back out the way she came, because at least she knows that way is clear. And then she's gonna go looking for the beehives. Okay. She doesn't have the cover of night by her side anymore, so she has to be mindful of that. She's gonna go around this way and see what she can see. Using the cover of the bushes to her advantage if possible. And she's just gonna get her fire arrows ready to go. Can she jump this? She can. She has 1 potion of extended invisibility. She wished she had more right about now. She's going to put this paralysis poison on her arrows, because that might buy her some time. And let's use this to see if we can get her closer to the beehives. All right. Let's see if she can get this done. Quietly in and out. Here we go. Bow ready. Beehive number 1. What? It's not burning. Why aren't they burning? What? The fire arrows aren't working. They're not working on the beehives. Oh no. Shit. That didn't work. What the hell happened? Why didn't the fire arrows work? Shit. Are you kidding? Teuta can't believe this. She can't believe the fire arrows don't burn the beehives. They're fire arrows. Damn it. She's gonna need to have another plan. Shit. Is there some sort of extra protection on those beehives? What the hell is she supposed to use to burn them now? Well, this is some serious bullshit. She has no idea why these fire arrows didn't burn the damn beehives, but now she has to find a plan B because she can't go back to the Thieves Guild until this is done. So, she's thinking maybe a torch will do the job? Excuse us. There's a general trader store right here in Riften. She's gonna go check it out, see if he has one he can sell her.
Don't let it worry you, my dear.
He better have a torch. Of course he doesn't. Ugh. This is going to prove to be an issue, isn't it? The only other thing she can think of is if she doesn't have a torch is her dagger. Her iron dagger of embers, maybe? She's going to go check out the blacksmith, see if he has a torch. And if not,
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
she'll go back and try with her
What's
dagger. Where is he? Where's the blacksmith?
Here.
Friend, do you have a torch by any chance?
See Balaman. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't have one either. What is Teuta gonna do? Is there one she could take off the wall somewhere? Guards also carry torches at night. She might have to pickpocket one off of one of them. There are torches everywhere down here, but she can't take any of them. Alright, she's gonna go check the Ragged Flagon. She really didn't want to have to show her face around here until the job was completely done. Seems like she has no flippin' choice. Yes! Oh my gosh. Can she take this torch? Oh, thank the Lord. Alright. Let's go then. Alright, she's gonna make her way back to the beehives. We're gonna get this done. She's more keen than ever to burn every single one of them. Okay, she's back at the estate, but the guards seem to be on high alert. Okay, looks like everything's... Oh wait, there's a guard right there, right there. They're patrolling. I guess ever since she made that last attempt, they've doubled their guard on those damn beehives. She's just gonna have to do her best. Burn those beehives and make a run for it. Do they see her? Damn it! Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're on high guard now. Real high guard now. Okay. She's just gonna have to go for it. Equip the torch and go for it. 1, 2, 3. She's burning them all. Every single last one. Did she get them all? She did. She's out of here. Yes! Look at that! Fantastic! Oh my gosh! That was amazing! She got every single one and got out of there uninjured. Look at the glory of them burn! Oh my gosh. Take that, Maven. The only thing Teuta wishes is that she could be up close and personal to watch them burn. But this will do. This will do for now. And this is a good start. The only thing she's dreading now is the fact that she has to head back to the Thieves Guild and let them know that, by accident, of course, every single one of those beehives got burned. Every single one. And she knows they're not going to be happy about that one little bit. Okay, there's Brynjolf over there, already staring, waiting. Word sure does travel fast, doesn't it? Before she goes see him, though, she wants to know what was on that bill of sale. Let's see if we can read that. Ah, here it is. Okay. She wants to read this because the more information she can get, if there's anything in here that could give her an advantage over Maven, she needs to know. Erengolf. This document acknowledges the sale of Golden Glow Estate and all property, assets, and materials contained within. Payment of the property has been made in full by Gegul Lee as an agent on behalf of the buyer. All dealings with the Thieves Guild in Riften are to cease immediately. To deter any possible retribution of this act, you are to take immediate steps to protect our assets in any way you see fit. I think you'll find that the Thieves Guild is far more bark than bite, and will likely avoid Golden Glow Estate rather than thin their already dwindling numbers. Boy, were they wrong. Good luck, and may this be the state of a long and lucrative partnership. Okay, interesting, but there wasn't much in there that she can use against Maven. So I guess she'll just turn it in. All right, here goes.
You've made a mess of things, and Maven's furious. I told you not to burn more than 3 of the hives.
Yeah, he's really
I've
mad.
smoothed things over with her for now, but you can forget your cut.
That's okay. I mean, Teuta knew that. She knew that messing up she wasn't going to get her cut, which is why she stole as much coin as she could from the estate before coming back. Here's what was in the safe.
At least you remembered one of the things I asked. Let me see that. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
The symbol? We have no idea.
Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven-Black Briar.
What?
She asked for you by name.
What? She asked for Teuta? Does she know it was her that burned the beehives? Brynjolf didn't tell her. Didn't rat on Teuta, did he? Brynjolf's one of the few that she actually trusts. She hopes not. You're sending me to Maven. Will I even make it out alive?
If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, we know.
It's just business.
What does she want? What does she want from me?
That's between you and Maven.
Ugh.
And I prefer to keep it that way. Just keep your ears open and your mouth shut, and you'll do fine.
Teuta doesn't like this at all. Speak to Maven-Black Briar? Oh, man. This is not how she thought things were going to go. Well, it's going on 1 o'clock in the morning, so Teuta's not going to go speak to Maven now. She'll have to wait till morning. Plus, she's not in that much of a rush to go see Maven anyway. She doesn't have a good feeling about this. Nothing good ever comes out of meetings with Maven. She's so confused, though. Why does Maven want to see her personally? Brynjolf must have told her something. Other than the quick pass by in the Riften market where Maven basically pushes her out of the way, she's never had a one-on-one interaction with Maven. Oh, Delvin just walked in. Okay, let's go see him. She thought he was sleeping already. She's gonna give him the bee statue.
Need some gold? I may have some work for you.
Listen, we found this bee statue. You interested?
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty.
You were?
If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. There you go. This should cover it.
How much you get? 300 gold added? Okay, not bad. Not bad. Well, friends, this is where we're going to be leaving things today with Teuta. Let me know if you are enjoying this playthrough so far. This will kind of give me an idea of what you think of this new roleplay. I'm definitely having fun with this already, and I think I can tell this is going to be a good one. I'm going to enjoy this a lot, I think. If you are enjoying it, please do give the video a thumbs up just to let me know, and I'd love to hear your comments as well. I always love to hear your comments, so don't be shy. Let me know what you think. Next episode, where we pick up, she will be meeting with Maven, going to see what's happening there and what Maven wants from her. So we'll see how that goes. I am also curious to know exactly what Maven wants with Teuta right now. Hopefully Teuta wasn't identified at the estate, because that could go really poorly for her. Like always, thank you for spending this time with me today, friends, and I will see you in the next video.